Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. Today is Stimulus Thursday.
Stimulus Thursday. We only have 2 more weeks of this.
All right.
2 more weeks of Stymie Thursday.
All right.
Last week, Louis won $30.
Nice.
And so excited about Louis. He knew. Now we're doing it different because we did the whole get to know Ryan, get to know Nessa, get to know me, get to know Phil, and then we did all kind of trivia. We're going out with just one Bible question. Last week, we asked a hard question. We asked, how long did Ezekiel lay naked? And Louis was like,
3 years.
3 years. Now, you get 10 seconds. I feel like Louis maybe Googled.
He might have.
You think so?
I think he might have.
I'm going to call him
He was
right now.
asking stalling questions.
Let's call him right now and see. I think he Googled last week. I think he's a cheater. So we ponied up $30. Oh, but today.
Hey.
Hey. The pot is big.
Thick. He may not answer because he's going to feel like you're going to...
I think he cheated. I think he was Googling. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's Mark. You remember Mark Evans?
I do.
Yeah, I got a quick question. Ryan and I are again on the Bible Reading Project, and we wanted to call you because it kind of was brought to my attention. You won $30 last week on the Bible Reading Project. And
Is this live again?
yeah, yes, you're live. You're live again, so it's all live. And but our question was,
Okay. All right.
we felt, and I figured you'd tell the truth. We felt like when I gave you the question for the money, how long did Ezekiel lay naked, that you Googled it. You stalled long enough to Google it and you knew the answer, or did you just know the answer, or did you stall long enough to Google the answer and then answer?
I did not Google anything.
That is awesome. So you just knew.
And I feel like he's telling the truth because he was pretty honest last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was told that I could take the $30 and give it back and get a Telecaster. Was that?
That was in the fine print, Louis.
That was not in the fine print, Louis. No, you don't get a Telecaster. I know you watch it and you see the 2 Telecasters behind my back, and they're very expensive. And no, you're not getting one.
So somewhere that was misinformation.
That is correct. You've been fact checked, and your check's wrong.
Fake news.
So I would like to say though, has P. Paul Mark given you a guitar before?
Has what?
Have I given you a guitar before?
Yes.
And what kind did I give you?
You gave me a Stratocaster and I gave it back.
And then what else did I give you?
You gave me an Alvarez and you took it back.
And then what else did I give you?
You gave me a Martin Jr.
And did I take it back?
No, I still have it.
Not yet.
Not yet. I was calling to tell you I want it back.
There's no time.
So I've given you 3 guitars over the lifetime of, and I'll probably give you another one. I mean, I do have 2 Telecasters back here, but I feel like every time I call you, you're buttering me up because you're like, I really want a Telecaster, man. Can I find one? Can you help me find it? Can you help me find a Telecaster? Can you?
I don't sound like, I'm just trying to bug you. I don't sound nothing like that.
Well, I tell you what, I probably will give you a Telecaster one day. These are really nice Telecasters back here, but hey, I don't need 2 of them, so you never know. I might give you one.
You don't owe me nothing. I'm just playing. Just keep the $30 and bless somebody else with it.
Oh, cool. All right, good.
So
we will.
giving.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love that, man. That's awesome. I just got my money back, right?
Well, we can add it.
So we'll add it to the pot, right?
Yeah.
So here we are, Stymie Thursday. Here's how it works. We're going to spin the wheel. To spin the wheel, we're going to call the person. The person has to have Venmo or Cash Out.
Yep.
We ask them one Bible question. Go ahead, get a Bible trivia question. Pull it up. Doesn't matter what it is. You're going to have the question. Okay. Here's what we're giving away today. Woo!
Nice.
$100. So we're giving away $130 because Louis. Thank you, Louis. Come on, look at the camera, Ryan. Thank Louis right now.
Thank you, Louis.
Louis just gave back $30. So our Stymie Thursday is back up to $130. So not $100. We're at $130 today, Joey. That means with 2 weeks left, here's what I'm going to say while you're looking up trivia. Next week's going to be more than $130. So we're going to go out in style. I believe we're going to hit the big bucks. This is the most we've ever given away. $100 Stymie Thursday. Here's how it works. I'm going to spin the wheel. Ryan is going to have one Bible question. You have 10 seconds to answer it. If you get it right, you get $100. I'm going to spin the wheel. You got your trivia question ready to go, Ryan? And don't make it easy, like who was Jesus's mother?
No, yeah.
Something that you would have to read the Bible to know, right? You feel good? You got something brewing over there? You need longer?
No,
Did you forget you were on the Bible reading project today? You got time to dig it up? Go ahead and dig it up. And you know how it is, Ryan. We make it hard.
All right, this is a pretty difficult one.
All right, well, as long as I went for $130. Are you texting somebody, Ryan?
I'm not texting
Oh, just
anybody.
making sure. Come on, who is it, Ryan? Who is it? Who's it going to be?
Kalia Taylor.
Kalia Taylor. I'm going to have to call Brian. I don't have Kalia's number, but I'm going to call Brian.
let's call Brian.
Brian's in ministry. I'm almost 90% certain I got Brian. Thank God he's got a wife that follows us, right?
Right.
I do. I have Brian Taylor. Nice. Boom, right there. Here we go. Brian, he's got to answer. He's a youth pastor. He never works.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian. It's $130. You know he needs it. Got a brand new baby.
Right.
Come on, Brian. Pick up. Brian Taylor.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
You know who this is?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Mark Evans.
Oh, good. Guess what?
That's Peepaw Mark to you.
Dude, this is your day. Ryan and I are on the Bible reading project. Do you watch the Bible reading project?
Yes, let's go.
Your wife watches and follows us, and her name came up in the drawing, but I don't, lo and behold, do not have her telephone number, but I have her husband's, and you have a brand new baby kind of in the mix, don't you?
We do, yeah. He actually turns 2 in October.
Well, guess what? Today is Stimulus Thursday, and you are the winner. And guess how much the pot is up to today that you could win?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
$130.
Let's go.
You ready? Now, here's how it works. For $130, Ryan is about to ask you a Bible question. Okay. If you get the answer right, you get $130. And from the time Ryan reads the question, you have 10 seconds to answer. Are you good with that?
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm going to pass you over to Ryan. He's going to read the Bible question. You have to answer, and we'll start the timer.
All right. So, hey, Brian.
Hey.
All right, here you go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Name the 3 sons of David.
Name the 3 sons of David.
I'm so bad under pressure.
We'll give you a little extra time. Not enough to Google. He's not Googling.
So bad. I can't think of one right now. Oh, gosh.
One sounds like a fish.
Guppy.
Guppy.
Oh, Brian. He's a Bible school student. Brian, you're a Bible school student, correct?
You got one.
Oh, gosh. Well, Brian, man, your time's up. So, hey, the pot next week's going to even be bigger now because it's up to $130. So we appreciate you trying. Ryan, go ahead and tell our listeners what the answer is. And, Brian, you just sit down and we'll help you.
Solomon, Absalom, and Nathan.
Solomon, Absalom, and Nathan were the answers you could have put out there. And so, Brian, thank you so much for being part of Stimulus Thursday.
Yes,
Somebody else is going to get a lot more money next week. And, hey, listen, if the kid, takes too much of your money, always call the Bible Reading Project because me and Ryan are always willing to pony up some coffee money.
Yes.
Oh, we will. Sounds good.
Love you. Yeah, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That just kind of hurts my heart.
Me too, because he was in your class.
He was in my class. He's a Bible school student with a Bible degree.
Right.
And he's a youth pastor in a church. He is discipling the next generation and does not know David's children.
And I feel kind of like I let him down.
You let him down too because he was under your ministry as well.
Yeah, right.
I feel like this wasn't even fun. I just want to end the whole day. I just want to go home. I just don't even want to read the Bible now because $130. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you know next week We're up to $130, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's giving because we've asked people to give.
Yeah.
So we're 130. So we're 120 short of 250.
Yeah.
I want to go out with a minimum of $200 next week.
That'd be awesome.
We're on the beach, Stymie Thursday, $200.
That'd be fun.
I think somebody needs to win. So listen,
Heck yeah.
I know only about 10 of you follow.
Yeah.
But you need to find some broke friends.
Right.
And you need to say you need to follow them this week.
right.
Because Thursday there will be a 200 plus. We could be up to $500.
Who knows?
Because I'm calling all my friends going, y'all want to donate as we go out? And
Yeah.
everybody's like, dude, I'm in 5,
Yeah,
5,
right,
10. It's
right.
like a GoFundMe, right? So next week at the beach, we're going to be hanging out
I want my
together.
name to be on the wheel.
Well, we'll put it on there, man. You earned it, right? So we're going out Stymie Thursday. So listen to me. Follow this. This is important. Joey, when you edit it, if you listen to anything, listen to this moment right now. You need to follow us, DM us that you want your name on the wheel.
Yeah.
Because next week, one final Stymie Thursday,
Yes.
one phone call,
Yes.
one Bible question,
sure.
over $200.
Whoa.
What would you do with $200?
What I would do with $200
Yeah, you
is
personally.
I would go to camp.
Go to camp. I like that. I would go on a date with my wife.
No.
Yeah. Hey, I'd get the steak. So, man, I hurt for Brian. Brian, thank you for not knowing anything. We appreciate him following us, though, and maybe by following us, he can learn a lot. Let's jump in. Psalm 143 today. 44 today, and let's jump in, and we're almost home, man. I will read it today. You read yesterday. Thank you so much. It's going to be good. We'll make a comment or two. And I think it's going to stick out and really bless us. Psalm 144. Praise the Lord, who's my rock. He trains my hands for war and gives my fingers skill for battle. He is my loving ally and my fortress, my tower of safety, my rescuer. He's my shield, and I take refuge in him. He makes the nations submit to me. O Lord, what are human beings that you should notice them, mere mortals that you should think about them? For they are like a breath of air. Their days are like passing shadow. Open the heavens, Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains so they billow smoke. Hurl your lightning bolts and scatter your enemies. Shoot your arrows and confuse them. Reach down from heaven and rescue me. Rescue me from deep waters, from the power of my enemies. Their mouths are full of lies. They swear to tell the truth, but they lie instead. I'll sing a new song to you, O God. I'll sing your praises with a 10-string harp. For you grant victory to kings. You rescued your servant David from the fatal sword. Save me. Rescue me from the power of my enemies. Their mouths are full of lies. They swear to tell the truth, but they lie instead. May our sons flourish in their youth like well-nurtured plants. May our daughters be like graceful pillars carved to beautify a palace. May our barns be filled with crops of every kind. May the flocks in our fields multiply by the thousands, even tens of thousands. And may our oxen be loaded down with produce. May there be no enemy breaking through our walls, no going into captivity, no cries of alarm in our town squares. Yes, joyful are those who live like this. Joyful indeed are those whose God is the Lord.
Amen.
Man, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything stick out to you?
Yeah, he said it twice, I think, in verse 8, and then again in a few verses later. He says, their mouths are full of lies. They swear to tell the truth, but they lie instead. And, I mean, that just seems to be everywhere, these days, that people are just, we said it, joking with Louis,
Sure.
as fake news, misinformation.
Sure, absolutely.
Right? It's
Right.
like it's so common now, it's just become a joke, right?
Right.
Fake news, misinformation, all of that. But that does seem to just be prevalent everywhere, that everything seems to be a lie or misinformation. And then how do I know that whose mouth is full of lies and whose mouth is full of the truth? And so I think that's the big question is, who do I know is telling me the truth and who do I know is lying to me?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question real quick. Revelation 21.
Mm-hmm.
Liars have their part in the lake of fire. Why is lying such a big deal to God and yet such a small deal to us as his kids?
I think it's a big deal to God because that's who he is, truth. Like it's the embodiment of his character that he because it's his character, he cannot lie. And so anything that he cannot even enter into his presence. And so I think it's his character.
So Jesus is talking, right? So because lying, like it's no big deal. And even people say everybody lies.
Right.
Well, it's no big deal to lie. Jesus will say this about the devil. He says, "You're of your father, the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning." And then it says this: He's the father of all lies. That lying is not just me trying to keep the truth at bay so I don't get in trouble. Lying is a DNA of sorts of a spirit world that puts me in the camp that my father is the devil. That's why God hates it so much.
Right.
It's that you're identifying with his enemy.
Yeah.
When you lie, though you feel like, well, I'm covering up to save myself, but you're not saving yourself. You're pushing yourself into a whole new camp. Yeah. So when you lie, may sound strange to you, but to lie, just a little lie, not a big lie, just a little one. But from God's perspective, the moment you lie, it's as if to say, God is not my father. Because he says the devil is the father of all lies.
Yeah,
so the moment you lie, you're making the profession, God is not my father, the devil's my father.
Right.
Although we would never say that as a Christian, right? I would never sit there and say this, I'm going to lie to you, right? Because I got caught, so I'm going to lie. So if we made you start out with, you have to renounce the Heavenly Father and say that the devil is your father before whatever you're about to tell me be true, right? I mean, though that's way extreme, but spiritually it carries the weight of why lying is such a detrimental thing. Why the Bible could say liars have their part in a lake of fire. How that lying becomes from God's perspective, part of another realm of darkness that he's trying to overcome. And I think that's why it's so powerful. Just tell the truth, speak the truth. There's freedom in the truth when you speak the truth. And I think that's hard. You used the word the other day, vulnerability, right? You have to be vulnerable when the truth comes to really believe that you'll find life when you speak the truth. So, man, thanks again. Thanks, Brian. We enjoyed chatting with you. Sorry about that, but next week's going to be even more fun. We'll see you tomorrow.